Hey Tiger Rock, Mr. Mostoa here talking about the follow along for this week. We're in our third week of the cycle, basically our second major training week as we're approaching testing on week 8. Now with all that in mind, this week we're in a tactical cycle, so that's going to be our entire theme throughout the cycle, getting that tactical street defense. This week we'll be working on the knees. We've done elbows last week a lot. We're going to focus a lot on knee situations, use of knees this week. In addition to that, last week you learned the first one step, this week the second one. Remember, we're still in the learn phase. If last week you did not learn number one of the one steps, you can see if you can get a private lesson with one of the red jackets, one of the other instructors, or somebody who can quickly take you through that. I would talk with them. You can certainly do that with me, but it's definitely great to do that with somebody like Mr. Cross, Mr. Probst, any of the instructors that are in there. Also, any of the black jackets will do a great job as well. Then, moving on from that, this week we won't do a lot on number one. So if you did learn it, that's great. Make sure you practice it because we're going to be focusing on number 2, getting learned. We're also going to work on section 1 of the legacy form, getting that learned. Not worried about improvement or anything, just making sure you've got that learned, got that memorized. Now, sparring. Last week we did block counter. We'll go through block counter and follow this week as we're going through our self-defense blueprint. And then our kicking balance, I'm going to keep that this week, as well as our increased training to maintain performance. Those things are key in how effective we are in our martial arts. We're going to continue on with those. And then lastly, down here I'm going to talk about the final section of a Ho-Am form, whatever your final section is. Now we're in the improvement. Remember, learn, improve, perfect. You learned that last week. It's now time to start improving that detail, making that sharp as we get ready for our testing that's in October. Awesome to have you guys, Tiger Rock. I'll see you on the mat.